Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I am filming the weekly budgeting and envelope stuffing for the week ending September 13th. So I am going to go ahead and get started here it's the week ending September 13th. So what we're going to do is this week is going to look different, of course, because it is going to be showing you just based on where we're at in our budgeting. So this is our second week of budgeting, and what we had to do is we had to pay our bills for September already. And so this is kind of covering September's payments before we get started in the full-fledged envelopes. So a lot of our money is going to be staying in the bank because it's already due to be transferred. So let's get started with our weekly income, and that is $894, and then additional income that is not known yet. So our total and we will fill that out. The goal will be determined as we go. So there's our income. Then we have these are fixed expenses. So again, this week is an exception. This is not what our budget is typically going to look like. This is specific because we are just on our second week of budgeting and we have to make payments. So the Honda is $227. Utilities $256. So this is a full month payment. The orthodontist is $50. Sirius FM, going to budget for $48, but that just changed, so this is going to be different. Then we've got Netflix, $14. Savings for our baby step, that'll be $100, and that will bring our account balance to $320. We did throw a little extra in last week. Kohl's, we're paying $60. J. Barclay, we're paying $150. And Target is $40. So if we total this up, this is $945, and I did include there are 3 debts in this. So those are the fixed expenses and debt, and it's got our baby step too. So now we've got sinking funds, and we are going to have more money in the sinking funds this week than we did last week. And so we've got groceries, got $125. Then we have Josh's spending, which was $20. And this is $20. Gas is $60. Yard maintenance equals $60. The dentist, we actually have our daughter going to the dentist this week, so we have to pull out the full amount, which is $56. And then our dogs are $20. Okay, so our total here $361 plus $945, $1306 minus $1894 equals our goal this week. So our goal for income this week is $412. Alright guys, so it's a few days before payday, so I will be hopping back on to fill in what's our additional income total, and then also filling in the information and doing the envelope stuffing. So I'll be back soon. I have totaled up the additional income for the week. We actually exceeded our goal, which worked out perfectly. So we do have our checking account at 100. So that is goal hit, checking account at $100. So it was really important. We didn't want our checking account to go to zero. It just made my husband really uncomfortable, and I have heard other people talk about this. And so for us, a really important goal was to have $100, and we are just on our second week of budgeting, so we're super happy. So we've got $100 in the checking so that if anything comes out that we're not thinking about, it will be covered. We had our weekly income of $894. We met additional income of $508 for a total of $1,402. And so let me go, these are September expenses. And so they have to be paid right out of the checking. They're due now or within the last couple days. And so these are going to be taken out of the checking now. Our savings, we've got our savings account up to $320. Kohl's, I have paid, so this is paid. J. Barclay has been paid, and Target has been paid. Dominion is our gas company, and we were supposed to pay that last check, but things got really tight, and so I added it into this one, so that's $56, and that makes our fixed expenses $1,001. So that is a lot higher than normally. Our normal fixed expenses for 1 week will be $496. We're just getting on point so that we can start saving starting next week for October's and really starting to pull the money out. So the money that I pulled out this week was $361, and this was actually what I handed the teller. We got 50. Here's what I did. I went down our budget, and I already went and paid Target, and so I did groceries. So for groceries, I did 2 50s, and then I did 120 and a 5. For Josh's spending, I did a 20. For my spending, I did a 20. For gas, I did 2 20s and 2 10s. For yard maintenance, I did a 50 and a 10. For dentist, I did a 50, a 5, and a 1. And for dogs, I did a 20. And so this brought us to our total of $361. And now let's go ahead and dive into the cash envelopes. Okay, so we have the 50s here. Thank you guys for bearing with me for a second. We've got our 10s here, 20s here, the 5s, and we do have a couple extra ones, so I'm just going to include them for the sake of including them. And so now I'll be going down through the budget. So groceries, here are my envelopes, and so for groceries it's $125. So I am going to take 2 50s. Typically I'd be taking a 20, but we stopped at the store to pick up some things on our way home, so we already spent 20. That's actually where one of the ones came from. Actually, 2 of the ones. and then a 5. So the 2 ones is the change. And so there's 107 left for groceries after we had stopped at the store. And then for spending, I get $20. For spending, his spending is $20. We are passing on clothes for right now. It's just trying to get allocated in our budget. We are going to do $20 in the dogs. Gas, we're going to do 60. So it's going to be 40, 50, 60. So what's going to happen is I'm going to give my husband 30 and I'm going to take 30 for the week. And that gives us our gas money. The yard is going to be $60, so I'm going to take a 50 and a 10. And then the last envelope that we're actually filling this week is the dentist. So I'm going to take all the other ones. I'm laughing at my attempt at calligraphy here. Like, it got a little sloppy. I need some alcohol. It's just a Sharpie. So I make my own envelopes. I am going to be opening my own Etsy shop to sell these, both to support you guys in your journey, but then to also help us in ours and making some extra money. And so it's really cool. You can take the envelopes, you can take any color Sharpie and you can write on it, and then you can use rubbing alcohol to take off the Sharpie. So I'm hoping to stop at the store and get some rubbing alcohol this week so that we can take this off and fix the sloppy calligraphy attempt that I had here. But the dentist is $56, so that should be what we have left. 50, 55, and 56. And so for this week, we only have a handful of envelopes that we are stuffing, and they are here. So we did groceries. Groceries came out pretty cute with the calligraphy, but spending, not so much. Josh came out pretty cute. I like dogs. That came out cute. I think gas is cute. Yard is okay. It's a little messy over here, but the dentist is dreadful. And so based on our envelopes this week, I will be putting groceries, my spending, I'll be giving Josh his, dogs I don't need to have on hand, gas, yard I don't need to have on hand, and dentist. So these ones I will be putting in my wallet for this week so that when we go to the dentist, I don't out of habit just forget the envelope. It's on Thursday. Gas I want to have on hand. And yeah, so this is what our envelopes look like this week. And so again, this is only our second week trying to budget. Last week was super messy. I spent our yard maintenance money on groceries just because we needed some extra things. We were out of toilet paper and different laundry supplies, and just wasn't quite planned enough. So to really stay on point with a strict budget, you have to plan ahead. You can't go to the grocery store hungry and just willing to get anything on $125. Not where I live. And we do like to eat organic and as healthy as possible too, which I do know makes the grocery budget a little higher. But this concludes my budget for the week of September 13th, along with our cash envelope stuffing. So next week is going to be the last week. Well, actually, here's a little preview of the next 3 weeks. So for the next 3 weeks, we're going to be starting to prepare for October. And because there's only 3 paychecks for us to really start getting things figured out, we are going to be dividing our fixed expenses a bit differently. So the next 3, like you'll see our monthly expenses are $13.36 and then $13.79. So our monthly expenses are a little bit higher, but we're starting to figure out how to allocate our funds for getting set up for success in October. And then starting in October, that's when we can look back to the monthly budget that I created and really just having a plan moving forward. But for now, the next 3 weeks, we're going to be splitting the bills by 3 and really just getting ready so that we can have everything saved. So by October 4th, we are going to be set and everything's going to be saved for the mortgage, the Honda, the Mazda, Edward Jones, utilities, like everything will be good to go, and then we can just be rolling forward in our budget, and I'm so excited for that. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Let me know if you found it helpful. Comment down below if you have questions or if you want to share anything with me. I really would appreciate if you would subscribe to the channel. It does help the channel become more noticeable in the algorithms that happen online. And lastly, if you have questions or want to reach out, hit me up in my DM on Instagram. It's Budget and Style Designs. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!